So as we get older, or maybe even sometimes before we get older, we run into pain and trauma that has an effect on how we interact with each other, how we form relationships, on what basis we form relationships. And oftentimes we're just unaware of it. It's one of those things where figuring out why you hurt, where you hurt, if you hurt, um, is important. The lead singer for Alice in Chains, Lane Staley, right before he died, had a album with a group he put together in rehab, of all places, a group called Mad Season. And one of his songs, one of the lines is a quote from an old prophet who says, "My pain is self-chosen." And it took me a while to figure out why that resonated so much. Lots of the times in life, pain that we have starts with some trauma somewhere in life, physical or psychological, mental, social, and we carry it through life. We learn a response to some kind of pain. Maybe you were hit, maybe you were hit emotionally, and you learned to wince and to be tight, to be ready for the next shoe to drop, for the next punch to be thrown, for the next verbal assault, whatever it is. And we live in tension over time. We don't know what to do with that. And part of this do-it-yourself marriage and relationship counseling set of exercises is helping people understand where they've come from and to help them tease out that thread of pain or trauma at times that sometimes has caused them to bond with their spouse, their partner, and sometimes is the very reason that they struggle in a relationship with that partner in their marriage or relationship. So pain is one of those things that we become aware of over time as we think about it and work on it. I have two discs in my thorax area, the middle of your body, two vertebrae that are cracked and or under pressure, and so they cause a lot of wraparound pain, and they cause pain down my lower back, and so there's this chain reaction that's always happening. I don't know when and where it happened. Maybe it was a fall I took many years ago. I don't know if it was from riding motorcycles or if it was from running with poor form for many, many years. But my doctor said it looked like I had played football and had been like a lineman who got hit all the time. Wasn't the case though. We don't know where it came from. My wife, on the other hand, has knee pain. One of her knees hurts terribly at times, and we know exactly where it came from. One of the weddings of one of our nieces had a nice dance party there afterwards, and in the middle of that dance party, she moved and heard something make a noise, and she hurt badly. And has ever since. It's just part of life. Is one of those situations where it just happened like it happened. We don't always know the source of our pain, the source of our trauma that affects our relationships, but we can work on it together, figure it out together, and be there for each other as we live life and try to figure out ways to help and encourage rather than to poke, prod, and make pain and trauma worse. This is something you can do. You can do it.